New kids on the block at a bunch of hits.
That looks okay. They look straight to me.
Looks straight to me, too.
Awesome. And that's it. That is it. So now, the final step is, of course, I'm going to get big loud. You actually did a really good one when you did it, but...
Oh, wow.
What's Goodington? Welcome back to the TTP. This is episode 34. We're back here on Garden Street, ready to represent. My name is Codizi. I'm here with the one and only...
Mikey Blaze.
And it's time to give away this free za. So here's the deal. We went over this ad nauseum last week, but just in case anyone's confused, for the next 3 weeks, because we got 3 more tickets, we're going to be giving away free large plus one topping pizza from Frankie's Pizza and Subs. That's in the Lincoln Square Plaza. What's the address, Mike? 11 something?
1177. Yeah, by the Mayflower and
1179 Lincoln Avenue by the laundromat. It's on the corner of Davison and Lincoln, across from the old Rite Aid, across from RJ's. You know where it is.
The Rite Aid?
The Rite Aid? So we're going to be giving this pizza away. So unfortunately, I was a little disappointed by this, and that serves me right for having high expectations. I figured that we would get more people flocking to this pizza. And you just told me before we went live that there was people that, quote-unquote, wanted to be in it. It's very simple. If you want to be in it, all you got to do is leave a comment below. If you can't do that, I can't give you a free pizza. I mean, it's really the simplest thing of all time, and the point of it all is to give us more comments. Frank's helping us. You know what I mean? I don't need to explain the backdoor dealings that are going on here, but it's all meant to profit both of us. So with that being said, one of our diehard planes, Katie, opted out of the pizza, so if she wins, she can either accept it and give it to one of her friends, or we can get her something else for dinner. But I have the 4 commentators in this hat, in the very famous Coca-Cola hat.
Can I pick it?
You absolutely can. So I'm going to shake these up just a little bit more. Now, the entrants are, as I recall, Andrew Loriot, who lives where?
Monterrey, Mexico.
So that's going to be tough, too. And then Katie, who opted out, and Aaron. So really, there's 2 people that are really eligible.
What about Brandon?
Brandon who?
Rainey.
He did not comment on the YouTube
But he sent
video.
in a question.
Yeah, to last week's episode. That was before the giveaway. The rules are very simple. You comment on the video, you get entered.
Okay.
Those are the rules.
Okay.
And that was before the contest anyhow. But just saying, just so there's no confusion, you comment on this the one you're watching right now. You leave a comment on this video, not to the Instagram, not to somewhere else, not to the Live Journal, not to the MySpace, to this video right here, and you are entered. We will be doing this same giveaway. So, Mike, pick the winner now from episode 33. The winner is...
This is so exciting for me. Really is it?
Aaron Gagluziazalazala.
I can't say
Mindful
the name,
yoga and health and all that good stuff. So you, Aaron, have won. I think you said you're going to donate to the homeless shelter. So really the winner was the homeless shelter this week. You see the details right here. 1 free, large, 1 topping pizza. We will get this to you. You are the winner of week 1. Episode 33's giveaway. I'm going to go ahead and put your name on this right here. Congratulations. That was a late entry, too. Very late entry. So that just shows you that even if you get there late, I'm just going to put Aaron G, just to be safe.
No, I can spell it for you here.
Solidified. You are the winner, Aaron. Thank you for your awesome comments every time. Yeah, I have no idea how to do it. So thank you for your awesome input and feedback all the time. This is going to a very deserving winner. We'll be happy to give this to you. Hopefully we can get some photos of the homeless enjoying this pizza. And that is that. To the other people who participated, thank you for entering. Again, one last final time. For episode 34, that's the one you're watching. If you leave a comment below, you will be entered into the very same style raffle that I just did. All you got to do is comment. It doesn't have to be a specific type of comment. Doesn't have to be a question. Doesn't even have to be a compliment. You can tell us to go fuck ourselves. You will still have the opportunity to win a delicious pizza just like Aaron Gagluziazaglazaga.
It's pronounced good.
Congratulations to you, and we'll be looking forward to some photos of the
Hell
homeless.
yeah, cool. That was awesome.
So there you go. So thankfully, at least we had a very legitimate winner. If the girl from fucking Mexico won, it's like, how the fuck do we do that?
Well,
We'd have to freeze it or something. If Katie won, it's like, oh man, I mean, she didn't even want to be in it. Threw her in there just to have a couple more pieces of paper rolling around. But thank you for your participation. This is a very good partnership that we have going on, and we're going to keep it going. Hoping for some more entries this week. Just because you won, Aaron, doesn't mean you can't enter again. You could win all 4 of them if you want. So please comment below, and you will be entered once again. So, Mike, with that all being said, what's going on with you, my dog?
Not much, man. I just noticed that every slip in the hat said Aaron.
Yeah. That's not true.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's not true. So
no, nothing going on with me. 4th of July was fun.
Andrew Lizer. Just to validate.
Okay.
I know you were joking, but just so they know. Just so they know.
We had a good 4th of July.
Little riot.
And
then the last but not least, Katie. So there you go.
Okay.
So with all that was fair and balanced. So yeah, 4th of July was lit. As you may have noticed by now, we are not sitting poolside.
Wait, what happened to the kebabs?
They're marinating in Italian dressing right now in my fridge for us to enjoy later today, or we could even cook them live. Who knows?
Would you put them on the grill?
Yeah, I was going to grill them up. But 4th of July, we had to kind of take a left turn and do something a little different because the plan for a month was to go over to Brian's place and record at the pool. As you remember,
yep.
Memorial Day, I went over and did the setup. We did a little test run. Everything worked out good. Didn't happen.
Nope.
And why it didn't happen wasn't our call.
No one knows.
If it was up to us, would have happened. And we were excited to bring that to you. And I apologize for promoting that as if it was going to happen without, I guess, validating it. I just kind of assumed that those plans stood. But then the alternate plan was, of course, to just go over there and cook out. But that didn't happen either. Luckily, thank God, that my Coleman grill that's been sitting out there on my porch for the last 2 years straight, getting snowed on. It's been out there just sitting, getting fucking snowed on, rained on. The whole 9, hailed on, shit on, pissed on, worked like a charm. So we went and got some propane tanks. We flew over to Tops and got some all-American food. And we turned this into quite a little shindig, if you ask me. I don't know what you thought about it, but that's
I thought it was pretty good. $150 worth of groceries for 2 people.
Shit's expensive, but it was well worth it.
Luckily, my sister showed up.
Right, and we still have more to enjoy tonight when we cook those kebabs, so that was really cool.
Yeah, I'm pumped for that. What's on a kebab, anyhow?
There's 2 different variations. We have the chicken kebab, which is going to be chicken breast, onion, peppers.
So how
I think that's it.
How do you eat a kebab?
Well, it's like a corn dog almost. You put the sticks on they're on wooden sticks, so they're like steaks.
So you have to go one by one?
But there's also a beef kebab, which is very nice Angus steak, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll have each.
But it's not like a popsicle.
It's similar. It's on a
you
stick.
can't eat it from the side, right?
Mike, you can eat it however you want. It's gonna be your call. You'll have the option to hold the stick at the bottom and bite right into it. You could technically slide the items off the stick and eat it with a fork and knife. I'll give you that option if you want. But they're meant to be eaten, I believe, almost like a corn dog or like a popsicle.
I just don't want to look like an idiot.
Well, I'm the only one who's going to be watching you, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to enjoying those, of course. Yes, we did indeed celebrate the 4th of July. I didn't see any fireworks except for when I was out here grilling a couple hot dogs Sunday night. I think they were doing them at maybe Outwater Park. I don't know where they did them. They did them Sunday night in Lockport. Did you end up going?
Yeah, I did.
So where were they?
Well, I go across the street from Niagara County Produce.
Right, but where were they launching the fireworks?
Oh,
from?
I don't know.
I think it's Outwater.
But Wide Waters had a good view of it because.
Well, yeah. Honestly, I didn't know this was going to happen, but I was standing right out there and I could see them clear as day.
Yeah.
Very exciting, obviously mind blowing shit. You know, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Nice 15-minute celebration.
Without having kids in the mix, I mean, it's like, come on, dude. Let's get over this fucking shit. This is fucking stupid. Like, this is childish. It reminds me of, like, we were talking a few weeks ago about the light gloves and, like, doing the light. Like, if you're an adult and you're excited about exploding colors in the sky, that's fine. I'm happy for you, but I personally, I'm over it a little bit.
My daughter hated it. She wears, like...
Well, that sucks.
Dude, she looked like she was in Lincoln Park because she had to wear headphones.
Oh, to protect. Well, that's smart.
Yeah, and she's like, I want out, so we just had to leave.
Well, there you go.
We left before it started.
If the kid doesn't even like it, then it's like, well, fuck this shit then.
Yeah, I mean, they scare her.
I enjoyed it as a little treat for me while I was out there grilling, but, you know, honestly, like, going to it again, if you have kids it's different, but like going, it's like, come on, can we come up with something better at this point? We talked about how wrestling needs to go to the wayside. Why don't we come up with a new tradition,
do like a drone show,
something that's a little more modern, like Darien Lake does the laser light show. Maybe that could be something
like that. Yeah,
something with some technology involved, so no one's getting their fucking hand blown off or whatever the case may be.
Right, apparently in Buffalo they canceled them.
Did they? How come? Because of the rain or
like debris falling down, I guess.
I saw a video from Sarma Mangalis, who is the star vegan woman from the Netflix documentary Bad Vegan, which I highly recommend to all the planes to watch. It's very interesting. But she used to run a vegan restaurant in New York City, and she posted a video of a fireworks stand getting caught on fire, which then exploded all the fireworks.
I've seen those,
It was fucking awesome. Like, if they did that, now I'm hooked.
Yeah,
now I'm in.
That shit rules.
I mean, that should be like the normal production at this point, because it's not evolving enough. You know what I mean? It's not getting better.
Right.
I think lasers and drones, like you said, maybe AI, and not Allen Iverson.
Yeah, it's like if a band every year had a date that they played the same song on.
Right. And I understand there's tradition involved. I'm not saying get rid of the fireworks, but maybe incorporate some, newer, more modern technology. On the same token as the United States celebration, happy birthday to America, we celebrated that in kind. The big deal this week was the U.S. soccer team in the World Cup. Apparently they had advanced beyond what they expected or what they were projected to do. And last night, unfortunately, they were defeated by the waffle makers of Belgium.
Oh, I did not see that.
They lost 4-1. And I just, I would pop on X or Twitter, as it used to be known, and I just see all these people complaining about the soccer team, how they blew it and how they should have won and how they just didn't have it and they fucking choked. It's like, dude, if you don't watch soccer every day of your life, then shut the fuck up, because chances are you probably just started watching about 2 weeks ago.
Right, now you're mad.
And these guys play soccer their whole lives, and I guarantee they tried as hard as they fucking could. You World Cup bandwagon guys who just started watching 2 weeks ago, you didn't know anyone on the fucking team, you don't know any of the rules, you don't know anything about soccer, you start watching, then you have the gall to complain about the team. It's like, leave that to the real soccer fans.
Let me pose a question to you.
Okay.
Do you think if... okay, I've heard this a million times. If our best athletes all played soccer, that would be the best.
This is the big theory always floated around, and I saw, what's his name, from the big Barstool guy, Dave Portnoy, he brought that up as well, and he even, kind of like you just did, when he mentioned it, he was like, this has been brought up 1,000 times. But honestly, though, I think that would definitely increase their chances, because if you had fucking, well, I don't know if LeBron counts now,
as goalie,
if you had all those guys, Saquon and fucking
Tyreek Hill,
Josh Allen and Tyreek Hill and all those guys, if you had all those guys on the field, I'm assuming they would kick some fucking ass. Now here's the problem also. You would also have to factor in how long they've played. Like, have these guys been playing soccer? Did they just pick it up this year to do the World Cup, or have they been playing? Because those guys from fucking Belgium and whoever else is in it, Portugal and Brazil, I'm assuming, whoever's in it still, those guys have been playing soccer their whole fucking life.
I don't know, man.
That does make an impact.
I think the tenacity of, like, American athletes would overwhelm them.
Well, I would hope so. And, I mean, they made it to the quarterfinals, 16 teams left with probably, the
what is it?
Leftovers of
the 10th like most popular sport here.
I mean, it's low. I think more people play lacrosse.
Yeah.
Or whatever. 100%. You know what I mean? You got baseball, basketball, football, hockey, even lacrosse.
Yeah. Soccer
wrestling.
Soccer never even comes into the picture.
Right, and a lot of people play soccer in like high school and shit like that. I didn't, but
well, it's a cheap sport to play. It's like you all you need is shoes.
Now, looking back, I wish I would have been more into soccer than I was. I've hated soccer basically my whole life, and it all stems back to this episode of The Man Show when Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel were the hosts, and they referred to it as F-ball, not football, but F-ball. I'll let you figure that one out on your own.
F-A-G ball.
That's kind of what I started calling it my whole life. And that's how I looked at it as well. But looking back, like, soccer would have been a cool sport to play, and I wish I would have tried it. I never even played, like, Keenan soccer, like when you all wear the different color T-shirts and played the Keenan. I never even did that.
I did that.
I mean, that sounds fun. Like, that would have been cool to do. I was busy doing other shit, but yeah. I mean, that would have been sweet. But yeah, I think it's valid. It is a little hack because it's been brought up to death, but that doesn't take away the validity of the fact that, like, our best athletes are doing other shit. And if they were playing soccer exclusively, we might kick the shit out of these countries. Like, we shouldn't be losing to Belgium. I mean, Belgium, I don't know much about Belgium.
Belgium has 20 people in it.
Right. Other than the waffles, and Dr. Evil, I don't know a lot about Belgium, but the thing that makes me sick, of course, is just, the audacity to complain when you weren't there in the trenches, dude. Like, were you watching the U.S. soccer team practice? Did you know the roster? Were you watching the qualifying match? Or did you just hear the World Cup was on and you needed something to do? Just shut the fuck up, all right? We tried our best. We made it to the quarterfinals.
Flavor of the week type shit.
We made it to the quarterfinals. That's pretty fucking good, if you ask me. They weren't going to win it. Let's be honest. They weren't going to win it. So shout out and congratulations to the U.S. men's soccer team for a valiant effort and a job well done. I give them all the respect in the world. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and clap my hands for the U.S. men's soccer team on a great job and a great performance in the World Cup.
Yeah, good job. You got beat by Belgium.
Awesome work. Last night, even though they did lose, there was one exciting thing that happened for America, and that was the WWE title was brought back to an American from a Montreal, Quebec Canadian. CM Punk.
What happened?
My main adversary, main guy.
Punk won it back?
Punk, the Raw was in Chicago, so immediately, I mean, Punk's been gone since, like, WrestleMania. I have to say this. Last week I was pretty hard on Raw, and last week's Raw was pretty fucking bad. Last night's Raw was much, much better. Much better. There was a lot better matches. It was written better. But the big crescendo was Sami Zayn, who just won the belt. He's from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and he's like a Muslim or something. He won it from Cody Rhodes, who's the American Nightmare and wears red, white, and blue. But then the event's in Chicago. Cody gets attacked backstage. There's no opponent. Comes to the end of the show. Who's it going to be? The garage door raises. It's CM Punk. And he wins the belt. Brings it back to American soil, thank God. And that was very exciting for me. I legitimately marked out. Because even though I hate CM Punk and want to beat his ass, I still will mark out for CM Punk from time to time. I was flipping out. It was very exciting because it was almost 15 years to the day of him doing the same thing in Chicago, winning the belt, going on the guardrail, blowing a kiss, putting it in his fridge. He did the whole loop. So that was exciting. So Americans, if you're sad about the World Cup, just know that the WWE title is in fact back on an American's waist.
Yeah, it switched from a 45-year-old man to a 50-year-old man.
Basically.
Great.
I was reading on Twitter today. I still call it Twitter, dude. Do you ever call it X, or do you still call it Twitter?
I call it X at this point.
Do you call it X?
I use it that constantly where I call it X.
Well, I read something today. The last time the belt was put on someone under the age of 30 was 2017, Bray Wyatt. And I think that's also the last time they put it on someone under the age of 40.
I mean, that's insane. I feel like I'm watching a cartoon when I'm watching wrestling now.
I believe that a wrestler's peak is about 33 to 43. So I'm not totally... I mean, when you're in your 20s... Only people could get in the belt in their 20s is like a Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton type guy, and they really don't have anybody like that.
Wrestling's like a sitcom for men, and like I don't really care about the athleticism. I care about the storytelling. and there's zero that I can keep up with.
Last night was a good story in my mind as far as, I mean, everyone knew what was going to happen. The audience was chanting CM Punk the whole time.
Why?
Because they're in Chicago.
He's a turd.
In Chicago, though, he is God. Like his it's kind of like a few months ago, probably we were talking about Eichel's heel response in Buffalo. How there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
There's nothing in wrestling that I've ever seen that matches Punk in Chicago. It's crazy.
Yeah. He let himself go too long to the point where like now it's like okay, like in Nirvana, everyone loves them, but if they went too long, people will probably be like, I don't know about Nirvana.
Chicago didn't get the memo because they were chanting CM Punk from the jump. Like as soon as Raw started,
you
Rollins
sure they didn't
comes
pipe
out,
that fucking crowd noise in like they always do?
No, not at all. It was very legit. LA Knight got a very strong response from the crowd.
Also awful.
I love LA Knight. Yeah, let me talk to you. Love LA Knight.
Terrible.
I mean, that's a guy they could give the belt right now who's never had it. Would be a fresh
He's
face.
like 5'10", and he rips off everybody from the Attitude Era.
To me, that's not necessarily a bad thing. He's very good on the mic. He has a good body.
You got CM Punk who weighs like 10 more pounds than I do, and he's the champion. I don't get it. I don't get it. And he got his ass beat every time he tried to do anything else.
I don't know. You had to be there. It was very nostalgia. I mean, nostalgia is a hell of a drug. It was very nostalgia driven. There's no doubt about that. But certainly, as skeptical and cynical as I've been about wrestling, especially lately, last night was fun. I think
this is wrestling's lowest point since the early 90s.
It's not good, but last night was fun. I had a good time. Anytime we're in Chicago,
anytime you give a 50-year-old man the world championship belt when he's 6 foot, 150 pounds,
he's probably on some sort of juice, I would assume, to come back in the shape. I mean, I'm talking about for him. I'm not talking about in general, but for him, he looked.
Yeah,
he looked very
you sent
good.
a picture of Scott Steiner earlier,
right?
It's like that's how I want my champion looking.
Me too. Ideally,
I don't want to look at a guy and be taller than him and like around the same weight. And like
that's never come back. I mean, to be fair, CM Punk, muscle mass, body wise, he's putting both of us to shame right now.
I don't know about that.
It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee. I saw him last night. He's in good shape right now. He's on some sort of juice, probably. I mean, he's fucking 46 or whatever. He ain't getting that big. First of all, he never had the best physique anyway. He was always a little sloppy. But he did look like he took it seriously coming back. And, I mean, you know, being bigger than me and you ain't exactly the fucking hardest bar to clear.
He's just not a guy I would worry about if like I had to fight him.
Well, I mean, I've challenged him several times. And the challenge still stands. I would love to
Darlene.
I would love to take that belt right off of him if possible. And Darlene, yeah. And if I had to choose of the two, I'd rather fight CM Punk, obviously.
But the fact that it's even an option to be like, oh, I might be able to like beat the fuck out of this guy.
Yeah, it shouldn't be an option.
It shouldn't be an option. Like if I saw Scott Steiner,
you wouldn't say that. You would never
would not
think
ever
of
say
saying that. You wouldn't even think of saying it, even as a joke, because you'd be afraid that maybe somehow he'd hear it, and then you'd have to fight him, and then you would get killed. So yeah, that's very valid. But overall, watched Raw again. It was fun. Had a good time. Anytime they're in Chicago, you know, Cookie Monster Punk is going to get a big round of applause. It was exciting. I was excited. But moving on from that, on the 4th, we also hit the driving range because we were going to go golf in the morning, but it was looking like it might rain a little bit, so we went and hit some balls at the driving range. It was fun to blow off some steam. I had a good time anyway. Felt like we were taking some good cuts. Bought a large bucket of balls, and
$10.
By the time we were done, I was tired. I'm glad we didn't actually golf because, I mean...
Yeah, I was starting to get to the end of the thing.
Getting tired. It's like, I've had enough
anymore.
And I was thinking, like, that could be something that I might incorporate into my stress-relieving activity. Like, I might, you know, if it's a fucking Thursday and I want to blow off some steam, like, I might shoot over to the county and buy a fucking $5 bucket. And just,
I can't believe how cheap that is.
I know, it's awesome. They fucking fill that shit up, too.
Yeah. Well,
and we were just cracking them.
Also... Nobody picks up their old balls.
No, right. So you can scoop even more of them. So shout outs to Niagara County. golf course over there on Davison, close to Frankie's. But also another weird thing that happened on the 4th while we were out here cooking out was 2 black and whites rolled up, and 3 cops come out. One of them was our boy Boomdog, who's been here before, longtime friend of this show, and they're fucking around across the street. Something happened. I thought, when they pulled up, I thought for sure it was for us. We didn't do anything wrong, but it just felt like we did.
I felt like my baby mama called on me or something. For
anytime
anytime
I see cops, I just get scared.
Yeah,
it's like, what did I do? Like, what is it? The noise? Are you not supposed to be grilling in this part of the city? Like, who knows what the fuck? So I got immediately scared. But they went across the street, and I guess the little tyke over there has been fucking around on Fortnite, saying some wild shit. And 3 cops in 2 cars had to come over and make that right. So that was certainly threw a little interesting little kink into the plans. But all in all, a fun day. Hope everyone had a very happy, safe, and healthy 4th of July. Always nice to see Lockport's finest doing their thing. It was just interesting to me that, on the 4th, when there's fireworks and people partying and drinking and all that, they had the manpower to send 2 cars and 3 cops over here to handle what was basically a joke, at least. Sounded like in my mind. I don't know. I don't know the details, but that's what I was able to gather, so.
Yeah. Apparently it was a Fortnite joke, so.
I had something really cool happen to me also. On Sunday night, I was sitting here just kind of chilling out, decompressing, and I got to the point where I wanted to order some beer from DoorDash, right? And I had already drank some throughout the day, so I was buzzed. I didn't want to drive my car, especially after seeing the police presence over here. So I ordered on DoorDash, and I ordered a 6-pack of pints of Labatt Blue Light, which is the white cans. And it took, I think, 2.5 hours for a dasher to be assigned. So I ended up getting a $5 credit in my DoorDash account for the wait. By the time they started coming here, I was like ready to go to bed. I didn't even want them anymore. I did not care. I was completely fucking over it. So then they eventually pull up, and it was like these Trinidadian or like Dominican people that like couldn't really speak English. I had to show them my ID and shit, and I was beat at that point. It's like, I don't even want the fucking beer. But they gave me 2 6-packs of Labatt Blue pints. So I ended up with a free 6er of beer and a $5 credit. Finally had something go my way. And you guys heard last week how things didn't go my way, but this past week, things went my way. I got a free 6er and a $5 credit. Basically, they paid me to get beer, and they're certainly serving me well on this day, I see clearly. So that was cool. I was happy about that. Obviously, last week went into vivid detail, probably too much detail, about the struggles I had in the bathroom. They were very Elvis adjacent. I won't get into that again, but I will say for our pizza winner, thank you for your advice as far as seeking help when you have a physical problem. But beyond that, I want to let everyone know that everything is A-OK. Code Dog has made the proper adjustments, and things are moving along swimmingly. So don't worry about your boy. He's not going to end up like Elvis anytime soon. Everything is cool. And I got to say, too, obviously I mentioned last week I am off work this week. And no one really knows about this yet. This is a breaking news story, but I am starting my new career next week. Not my new job. You heard that right. My new career next week. I passed through the test and jumped through all the hoops, and things are looking up for your boy. I am starting something very exciting on Monday. I will be going to Syracuse on Monday for the week. I am officially done at the Galisano project. Had a great experience. Nothing but flying colors and flying reviews. An amazing experience there. It was awesome, but my time has come, and it couldn't have happened at a better fucking time because they pulled me off, and I haven't heard shit from them. and I didn't tell them that this happened, maybe they'll find out just like you just found out on the TTP. But next week, Monday, is going to be very exciting for me. I am beginning my new career path. I have secured a very nice and advantageous and exciting position for myself, and more on that later. I don't want to spill the beans too much on that, but things are looking good for your boy. Obviously, have the week off. I gotta say, and I know I'm going to regret saying this, because there's going to be a time when I'm going to wish I had these days, but like not working during the week, I don't fucking like it. I really don't fucking like it. It's fucking boring. I really like earning my relaxation time throughout the day. I like to fucking earn my beers, earn my couch time, earn my Clarabelle brush time, put in work, do something, make the world a better place, and then relax. You know, idle hands are the devil's workshop. Thoughts on that, Mike?
Yeah, same. I don't like not having something to do, because my mind will go into evil.
It's good to have I think the younger me probably would have went against this, because I like to be able to do whatever I want. I didn't like being in a routine. I didn't like having anything regimented. But I think as an older male with, stomach issues, it's certainly better to have a regimented routine.
Yeah, it is.
And keep things in a system. You know,
I told my mom the other day, I'm like, I need to live with a woman.
See, that's crazy.
I have to.
For what reason exactly?
Because I'm not organized. I can't do anything. I can't cook. I can't do... Like, if you want me to show you how to play a...
What do you mean you can't? What do you mean you can't cook?
I mean, I can,
Can't you do just the basics? Like, if you had a grill
like
that,
frozen pizza or something.
That's good enough. Or if you had a little grill, kind of like I had, couldn't you get by? Like, you get a couple steaks or something, or some burgers even. I mean, you did it.
Yeah, but if it's just me living by myself, I don't want to do that.
You could get used to it, dude. You could get used to it. Living with a woman is not all it's cracked up to be, dude. You really... And also, it's good. That's a good thing for you right now, because it's going to give you the opportunity to develop those skills in the places that you may be lacking them right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if you feel like your organizational skills are weak, that's something you can work on, and then you'll have something to bring to the table should that situation arise.
It's funny because my sister just came back into town, and she started cleaning my apartment out,
which is awesome.
Yeah, and she was like, I'm like, wow, what'd you think? Like, I know it was really dirty. She's like, how depressed are you?
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Must have looked pretty bad.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, I just want to take care of my daughter myself.
Now, those things don't always correlate, because sometimes people are just lazy, and sometimes people are just dirty. So they just don't really, my place is kind of a mess right now. But that doesn't necessarily correlate with that I'm having a bad time. It's just that, first of all, I live in a place that's too small for the amount of shit that I have. But obviously, it was to the level of you're having some type of problem. But, I mean, there's nothing wrong with... I was of course, watching Seinfeld recently, and, like, his apartment is about the size of mine.
Wait, hold on.
Ish. What?
Okay, so this is the same size as Seinfeld's apartment?
Just about. Close.
I mean, okay, I'm thinking layout. Because when you walk into Seinfeld's
the layout's a little different. Like, his thing's sideways and his kitchen's sideways, but, like, it's about the same. I mean, we don't know what his bedroom looks like, really, but it's about the same size, square footage.
How many people live there?
Just him.
Just him. Okay, but
always.
Elaine, George, and Kramer were always there.
Right, they never lived with him, though. And Kramer lived across the hall, and George and Elaine lived elsewhere. But at one point, though, there is the episode The Maid, where he hires a maid. And I don't necessarily think that I would want to have a maid that would come here every week, but if I could hire someone to do some of the finer dusting and some of the minute detail cleaning, some of the more smaller, I think that would be worth it. Like, maybe have someone come here like once a month, vacuum the carpets, vacuum the couches, dust everything, wipe everything down.
What's your price point?
Well, he was paying that lady $40 every time she came by, which was weekly.
So for inflation,
if I gave her like $60 a month to really, detail this place, I'm talking about take all them guys off, dust that shelf. You wouldn't necessarily have to do that every time, but then dust the fucking TV and vacuum the couch, vacuum in between the crevices, all that under the couch, under the chairs, all that, dust that whole like $60 a month. I don't know. We could talk, we could negotiate, we could work it out. Yeah, that might be worth it.
It'd be like $140 now.
Probably.
Yeah.
Depending on how good they were and what they were able to bring to the table, if I was able to see a demonstration of a good performance, then...
Would you trust somebody to do that?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so. I mean, I would want probably, just like getting hired at a job, I would probably want, like, references. Like, whose house have you cleaned so far? Can I talk to them? And, I don't want someone coming in here who's going to steal shit and pawn it off to buy crack or something like that, but...
Well, you got to do that like trick they used to do, where they leave like a $20 bill under a fucking
and
rug.
See if they take it or not.
Yeah,
that could be worth it too. Generally speaking, I would hope that the person I'm bringing into the equation is going to be willing to not steal from me. But at the same time, I was worried about this too when I did a little maintenance ticket a couple weeks ago for my bathroom fan because it shit the bed. And they had someone come in here and just, they called me that day and were like, hey, just letting you know we're outside your apartment. Are you home? I was like, well, no, I'm at work. They're like, oh, do you mind if we go in? I was like, yeah, it's fine. I have a cat. Don't let her out. But you guys can go in. But I have so much shit. Like, if you took a hat, I wouldn't know. If you took a guy, I wouldn't know. If you took a game, if you took a record or whatever, yeah, I wouldn't know. There's too much shit. There's too much inventory. You know what I mean? It'd be too much to try and...
Yeah, I just stole this from you.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even fucking notice. But the next week and the next couple weeks are going to be interesting because I have to obviously get someone to babysit my best girl, Clarabelle Johnson. And hopefully you're going to do that to some degree. I mean, you can let me know to what level you want to commit to that.
Dude, I'll stay here at any time.
You can stay here the whole week if you want. I'm going to be gone Monday through Friday. And obviously,
you know how I am with pussy.
I will give you an itemized list. It's very simple what you have to do, but it's important to me that it's done right, and you're one of the very few people I feel like I could trust doing that. So that is the one thing I'm nervous about, because with accepting this new role, they had mentioned a lot of midweek travel, a lot of time in hotels throughout New York State. So me and Clarabelle are going to probably be spending a lot more time apart, but it certainly makes me feel better to know that someone I trust has a set of keys and can make that happen. So as long as you're cool with that,
dude,
we'll work it out.
Obviously, it'll help.
Obviously, I have the Furbos also, so I'll be keeping an eye on you right there, and I'll be keeping an eye on you in the bedroom.
Oh, fuck.
No parties while I'm gone.
Dude, no.
No party. I'm going to put up like a Lance Storm-style
no baby,
rule list.
No ex-baby mamas.
As soon as, that goes without saying. Obviously, she's not allowed in the premises or anywhere else, for that matter, that has anything to do with me. But... when we got to the storm dorm, there was a nice big list, like right on the fridge, and it said like storm dorm rules, like no smoking, no drinking.
How was it written?
Guests. It was like all caps, underlined, bold,
like
italics.
Printed out.
Yeah, and it was printed out, and it was like rule 1, no smoking. Rule 2, you know how organized and anal Lance appears to be on TV. Well, he's even worse in real life. No overnight guests.
Really?
No smoking, no drinking, no partying, no loud music, no this, no that. We broke every rule while we were there. Every single rule. So, Lance, if you're watching, thank you for letting us stay there. Also, by the way, I got ants in my bedroom. I had the basement bedroom, and I ended up getting ants, and I went and paid out of pocket to get ant traps and take care of that problem for you. So you owe me one, buddy.
Yeah, Lance Storm.
You owe me one, buddy.
You want one last match? Come for me.
Let's go.
I'll put you down because I don't like Canadians that much. So.
There you go. Canada Day was July 1st. Happy Canada Day, I guess.
Nice. Yeah, like, what do you mean Canada Day? Like, what do they do?
I think it's just basically, it's like a knockoff of July 4th, I think, basically, is essentially what it is. I don't really know.
What's like Boxing Day?
You know what? That's a fucking great question, because I've always wondered about that. Isn't that near Christmas, kind of?
I think so.
I think it's near Christmas. Can you Google it on your phone? Because
Yeah.
I think Boxing Day is technically near Christmas, and it's like it's some kind of goofy ass holiday. It's not what you think. Like it's not like Floyd Mayweather Day. Like it's not like that type of boxing. It's some kind of fucked up.
I thought like they had like a big competition,
a big old like tough man competition where everyone boxes. Yeah, see what's up with Boxing Day, if you can, so we can finally get this fucking settled once and for all. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and check our times and make sure that the video is working. It is indeed.
All right, Boxing Day is a public holiday celebrated on December 26th.
Day after Christmas.
Yeah, primarily in the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth countries.
Is Canada part of the Commonwealth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Canada, Australia, and New Zealand.
We're not, though. We're not in the Commonwealth. Okay.
No, we're too cool for that.
Of course. We're above that.
Originated as a traditional day off for servants to receive Christmas boxes or gifts.
See, that's what I was getting at. Boxing Day means like literal boxes. But it's stupid because it's right after Christmas. So it's like a double Christmas thing. I don't know. 2 years ago, go ahead.
For the poor, I don't know. That's all I had.
2 years ago, I spent a Christmas in Canada. Christmas Eve, Christmas, and the day after Christmas. So technically Boxing Day as well. And there was no type of... We went to the mall on Boxing Day, and the mall was packed. So maybe that had something to do with it. But yeah, I did a whole Canadian Christmas in 2024, and... I guess technically celebrated Boxing Day, but I don't remember any inclination that was going on. Maybe that's why we went.
That's like a knockoff holiday.
That might be why we went to the mall. Right, that's like Flag Day.
Yeah.
When's Flag Day? Look
that's
up
like
when
Juneteenth.
Isn't Flag Day coming up soon?
It happened on. I'm
gonna get my Chicago flag.
The White House UFC card.
That was Flag Day?
Yeah.
That was Trump's birthday also.
Yeah.
So Trump's birthday is on Flag Day?
Hell yeah, dude.
No shit. Go figure.
My man goes hard. He knew what was going on.
Yeah.
What was that?
Nothing. I was just looking at my list. I thought I had a bunch of fucking more shit written down.
I had a list.
Next week. Go ahead. Sorry. You have a list?
I had a list.
Next week. So here's the deal next week. I'm going to be out of town on Tuesday. So we have a couple options.
Is this why you're showing me how to work this?
Not necessarily, but it may come in handy because we have a couple options. We have option one, put one in the can over the weekend and drop it on during the week. Option number two, do a COVID-style Zoom version of it, which could be interesting. Might suck, but could be interesting. Or option number three, take a week off. I don't know. Ultimately, eventually, we're going to have to work out some sort of mobile solution. I think for now, it wouldn't be the worst idea to like maybe put one in the can on like Saturday or something during the day.
Let's do that.
Put one in the can and then, we'll have it for the week.
I mean, I can obviously now work your system.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It would be good to be able to like, because I could take part of this, I'll leave the main setup. I could take part of this. Well, no, actually, ultimately, you're going to have your own setup. So there's an investment there.
I'll have to have a guest.
You'll have to have a setup of some sort.
I thought Justin was coming on tonight.
He said maybe later in the month, his financials. He just moved into an apartment, so said later in the month would be better. But also, I didn't talk to him today, and I didn't really feel like driving up to Buffalo to get him and driving him back to Buffalo either. So
don't blame me.
But ultimately that will happen, and that would be exciting. But yeah, next week, I guess stay tuned. We certainly won't be poolside, but we may be doing a taped episode, like a SmackDown taping, where they tape on Tuesdays and put it out on Thursdays. If we put one in the can, we could do that. Or we might even test the waters on a mobile style, where I'll be in a hotel room, you'll be here, and it could be something special. But we will need.
It's not hard to do. We've done it before.
The only thing is, we will need some more equipment, because I was just thinking about it. In order for me to record at the hotel room, I'm going to need my shit. So I could leave like part of half my shit, but you'll need a computer or something. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Maybe for this week,
we'll
just
leave
put
the shit here, and then I don't trust myself to.
The only thing, what we could do is if you were able to run it from here, I could do it off my phone.
Yeah.
in the hotel and just bring like maybe that headset that has a mic on it. Wouldn't be the same quality, but we're going to have to make adjustments, dude. This is going to affect the taping schedule, but we'll certainly get around it. I'm not worried about it. It's just another challenge that's going to come up. And on that note, I think it's time for us to, once we get past this next week, which is obviously going to be a weird week, starting a new job is always a stressful, weird thing. But once we were past that and we can kind of get back to normal, I think definitely we got to put our heads down and figure out where we're going from here. Because
I'm not normal today. I'm so tired.
I do feel like we are not stagnating, but stagnating to a degree as far as the views and whatnot is concerned. It's not our fault. We're doing everything we can. Well, there's more we can do, but it's not like we're dropping the ball. But I just do think we're hitting a little bit of a wall, and we're going to have to come up with a strategy to get over that wall, and that's fine. I'm very confident that we can do that. But so with that being said, next week will be odd, but stay tuned and make sure you comment below because you absolutely can win a large +1 topping pizza from Frankie's Pizza and Subs, just like Aaron G did today. And we'll be looking forward to those photos of the homeless enjoying that pizza because you did say you were going to give it to the homeless. So if you enjoy it yourself, you glutton, then we will be very disappointed.
I'm going to cut it in 4 pieces.
You made a promise
a
that
large
this would
pizza
go,
cut in 4 pieces.
You made a promise that this would go to the homeless. Now, again, I heard through the grapevine that Jenny Lawrence, who is a fan of the show and a diehard and has communicated with both of us before, has made us logos, wanted to be in on the pizza. Well, it's real simple. I explained it about 7 times in the episode. In order to be in on the pizza, you had to leave a comment. And as far as I'm concerned, I just checked it when we were about to start. You did not leave a comment. So unless you don't understand directions or you're mentally deficient, I'm going to let you know right now that if you want in on this pizza for episode 34, you do, in fact, Jenny Lawrence, have to leave a comment below. And that goes for everyone. I'm not singling you out, but that's what I heard through the grapevine. So please leave a comment below. Shout-outs to Frank and Frankie's for doing us this solid. This is big for us. I was hoping for a bigger reception. But at the same time, that was the first one. Let's let it fucking marinate a little bit. And congrats to Aaron Gugluzzi for the big win this week. And with that being said, I don't really have much else to talk about, dude. I feel like I got my rocks off. The only one thing I wanted to bring up was there was a thing a few months ago. We were talking about doing karaoke at the ski lodge on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And I think we should still fucking do that because it would be fun. In fact, this Thursday would be really fun to do. And I have to give credit where credit is due. I was in a bad fucking way. I was in a major rut, and I went to the ski lodge one night in like February, basically by myself, and did karaoke there, and that completely transformed my life. So I would like to do that again and see what type of dividends are paid out to me vis-a-vis doing karaoke at the ski lodge. I had a great time there at the ski lodge.
Let's find out on Thursday then.
Underrated place, dude. It was really cool. It kind of reminded me of Maxwell. I only have eaten there once, but the food was very good. The karaoke setup by DJ Jenny Fierce was amazing, and I am looking forward to us going there and doing a duet. They have multiple mics. I think as soon as I left there, or even while I was there, I texted you and was like, dude, we got to come back here because we could rock this shit. So we could certainly rock that shit on Thursday. And maybe if that does happen, you can even stay tuned for some clips of that on the old TTP Instagram, which you should go follow right now at Twin Towers Pod. And you can also find me on my personal account, often talking about the podcast, at Codeezy. And we will look forward to that. Hopefully this Thursday we might be able to do some karaoke. That would be fun.
That would be great. And it would be great for clips.
It certainly would. And we would rock it too. And there was a little bit of like a rivalry brewing the night I went, and I let them all know, like, I'm bringing my boy back and you guys are fucked. So they'll see 3 months later when I do show up with my boy, we're going to get it popping. So if there's nothing else from you, I feel good putting this one in the bag.
Yeah.
So yes, let's go through the simple shit. We love you, we like you, we respect you, we appreciate you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for tuning in. on Instagram at Twin Towers Pod. You know where to find all the YouTube videos, all 34 episodes. That's at Codizi on YouTube. Please leave a comment below. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. I believe we are at 301 right now. And do not forget, much like Aaron of Mindful Health and Yoga and Wellness and Massage and curly hair and leaving good comments is concerned, she just won a free za. You can do the same. All you have to do is comment below. Thank you to everyone who participated last week. Please enter the drawing, and whether that happens remotely or this weekend in the can or we skip a week, we appreciate you, the Plains. We are in fact the Twin Towers Pod. Thank you so much for your support, and we will be back when we're back. Okay, so stay cool, stay hydrated. Mike, you got anything else to say for the Plains? Alrighty then. My name is Codizi, and his name is Mikey Blaze, and he's going to take us out right now.
Thank you for watching episode 34. Tune in next week for episode 35.